Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. The Vikings at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this way.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, Simmons. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
James has got it, complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go. 45, right.
They're going to try and throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Simmons. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. They start the 2nd half with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Simmons rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Simmons. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. A 10th carry for Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Holly. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Now Chandler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run again on first down. Cook, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Off play action. Simmons forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Simmons trying to lay one up deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a give right side. Holly, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Simmons. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
He finds his man, complete. That's James. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They run the counter. Holly. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to